Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Mindless, and today we play the Shapeshifting Detective, recommended by Frinska. That said, let's get started.
You're listening to Radio August, Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut.
Who are you?
Exactly. Rewind.
Why did it yell at me?
You're listening to Radio August, Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut.
Who are you?
Exactly. Rewind.
You're listening to Radio August, Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut.
I didn't say anything.
You know why you're here, don't you?
No.
The dead girl. And this. What exactly were you thinking? You have one job. Don't get caught.
Okay.
Do you think you can do that this time?
No.
Splendid. You're going to a town called August. Find Chief DuPont. He's gonna think you're someone else. This person. This is who you are now. Understood? Understood?
I can't delete it.
Splendid. If someone so much as sniffs that you're different, you'll be deprecated.
Deprecated.
We expect you to use your ability. Just don't get caught. And never, ever change into a child.
In brighter news, August resident Mia French is celebrating the return of her missing pooch, Barley. The 8-month-old Basset Hound puppy was found outside Daryl's Chicken and Ribs.
And that's 5 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
I'm Violet. Welcome to the guest house. There are some rules. In particular, no shoes in the guest house. The carpets are priceless. Now, how long are you staying for?
As long as it takes.
Yes, the chief said it may be a while. I can see you don't mind getting your hands dirty, though. There's not been many visitors of late. Perhaps the murder will bring some tourists in. Sometimes we wish we'd asked something and the moment just passes.
Huh? The murder?
Yes, the murder. You haven't spoken to the chief yet, have you?
Chief?
Chief DuPont. He's the one who booked the room for you. You look lost. You should probably go and speak to the chief. Your room is just down the hall, last on the left. It has its own back door. The chief said that's the way you'd like it.
Just finishing.
I'm just looking for my room.
Yeah, it's a big place. Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Bronwyn, pleased to meet you. I'm... Sam.
Pleased to meet you, Sam. If you'd like a reading.
Maybe later I'll come find you.
That sounds super. I'm in room 1 and that's down the hall. Lorraine's in 2, Lexi's in 3. And which room are you in, Sam?
I'd rather not say.
Mysterious. But I know you're in room 4, Sam. Don't do anything I wouldn't do in there.
Breathing. I looked her over. Her face was partially covered in bloody hair. I clapped.
Go to my room.
Then she was gone. The blacktop rippled in front of me.
I could stay on. It's fine.
Sheets. Like satin bed sheets. In my car.
Good, you got my message. Chief Inspector DuPont. I wasn't sure you'd come, but I suppose you're between jobs?
I'm... Sam?
Well, we both know that's not true. But I like it. Sam. That's your cover now. So, the job. Dorota Shaw. 21, accomplished cellist, redhead. Strangled. I know who did it, but I need proof. It's the tarot readers.
Dorita Shaw?
Yes. Keep up, Sam. That's the girl who was murdered?
Why the tarot readers?
Because they predicted it. The older one, Bronwyn, she came into my office last night talking all crazy and saying Dorota was in trouble. I did my best not to lock her up.
Crazy?
It all sounded crazy to me. Tarot, the spirit world, cards that move, trans-dimensional thingamajigs. To be honest, I thought she'd probably been smoking something, and that's why I didn't take it seriously.
Why isn't she in jail?
Because things. I don't have enough on her. That's where you come in. The free guest house stay isn't free. I need you to work the case and report back to me. Find out things from the inside. Can you do it?
Nope. Does this sound better?
Oh, okay. Well, that's that then. I thought you'd want a shot at redemption, but guess you're turning yourself in. That's what you... To stop running? To give up? Didn't think so. I'll be telling everyone that you've been hired by the Shaws because obviously local law enforcement is either too incompetent or too overworked to solve anything. That gives you a license to talk to people, but only notionally. Don't actually touch people or annoy them. You don't have any real authority, understand? But you help me out, I'll help you.
Where's my badge and gun?
You don't get that. There's no badge and gun, just a hope and a promise. Come and find me when you're settled. This is Second Chance Sunday for you, Sam. Don't blow it.
Tell me about Dorota.
What do you want to know? She was a cellist, selected for a scholarship at Juilliard. It was in the local paper. I'm more of a Bon Jovi fan myself.
When was she killed?
Don't read the paper, do you? Yesterday, Monday the 9th at approximately 9 p.m, according to the coroner. We got a call from the mother just after 10 p.m.
Where was Dorota killed?
In her bedroom. She was naked. Strangled. No signs of sexual activity of any kind. It was a weird scene to look at. There was one thing, but it's strictly between you and me. Dorota had a gold coin in her mouth. I'm being serious now, Sam. Not a word of this. It's the one thing only the killer would know.
Nice, you can see that. So Dorota was killed, according to the coroner. And gold coin in the mouth, right? Per whatever this guy, Captain what weirdo. What do we know?
Not much. Perhaps you should do some investigation?
Okay, well, what do we know?
Not much. Perhaps you should do some investigation?
Well, who's Violet?
Born here, runs the local guest house. Lovely lady. Where are you going with this, Sam? What's she told you?
Why would I delete nothing?
She told you she's taking pills, didn't she? Let me handle Violet. She didn't kill anyone.
Okay then. Well, what do we know?
Not much. Perhaps you should do some investigation?
Do you have an alibi for last night?
Do I have an alibi for last night? Do I? Okay. I was here, and there are video monitors that will prove it. Thanks for ruling me out, genius.
Well, good. So we know that apparently you were here, right?
Not much. Perhaps you should do some investigating?
Guy really likes this pen. See how he got bug-eyed there for a second?
All that's left is my sobbing and the sprinklers.
Oh,
Until Emma
he's not
slowly
captain, he's chief.
rises. Welcome to Poe's Curiosity Shop. Okay, so please explain to the listeners what the object is that you are holding.
I mean, it's very, very heavy. It's wooden, and
Correct?
it's got engraving.
I assume you've been to see Chief DuPont already.
Did you know Dorota?
Not really. I'm sure she was a precious lamb, though.
Dorota was a precious lamb?
Yes, a lamb. Young. Innocent. Lambs get slaughtered, though, don't they?
You can't do indentations real easily, apparently. Something like that. So Dorota was nice?
Nice, yes, that's a good description. Actually, I thought she was a bit slutty, to be honest.
I thought you didn't know her. She was slutty?
Sorry. I'm gossiping. I don't want to talk ill of the dead. Ask her boyfriend.
Where do I find her boyfriend?
Oscar lives at the vicarage next to the church. Don't tell him I sent you, though. I'm sure he's sick of seeing people already.
Chief DuPont said you're taking pills. What for?
I take clozapine. I think they're for anxiety. I'm a very anxious person.
Clozapines for schizophrenia, isn't it?
I don't know, Dr. Sam, you tell me.
What were you doing last night?
It's the strangest thing. I honestly don't remember. But I imagine I was here or getting groceries somewhere.
Have you ever been at Dorota's house?
I've driven by it, never actually been in it.
What are the other guests?
They're tarot readers. I'm thinking of asking them to leave, actually.
Don't ask them to leave.
Demands already? I'm only thinking of doing it.
Much less be a part of. When he and the other scientists first arrived here, their excitement had been
What's
almost
up,
unbearable.
Bronwyn.
Sam, is it? I'm sensing you're not here for a reading.
Where were you at 9 p.m. last night?
In my room, reading. I found a trashy romance novel under the bed. I'm assuming it's Violet's. It's all swooning heroines and brooding vampire Casanovas. Thank God Lexi saved me.
You didn't leave your room all night.
No, not at all. Lexi popped in and we chatted for a bit, but that's all.
Think Violet's trashy?
I said the book was trashy. Look at this place. If her guest house is anything to go by, Violet's the opposite of trashy.
How did you predict the murder? Probably gonna come back with some baloney like, I didn't, the cards did.
We saw it in the cards,
Yep.
not images, feelings, impressions. Tarot can be very powerful.
Can't you ask who the killer is?
Not these cards. They only tell us what they want us to know.
I have some questions about the murder.
Chief Dupont thinks I did it. I'm hoping you'll convince him otherwise.
How well did you know her?
I didn't. We've only been here 2 days. I understand it's suspicious me being a stranger in town, but it's the truth.
Except you predicted her murder.
We saw danger in the cards and we tried to stop it. Trust me, Sam, we're on the same team.
I believe her. Leave.
Did. Is it really wise to send more probes down the hole? Dimitri asked as they went over their plans.
Hi, Sam, is it? Come on in, make yourself at home. Mi casa es su casa. Come on.
What were you doing last night?
I was in my room all night with Bronwyn. We were painting our nails.
I don't see any top coat there. Doesn't mean you didn't take it off. But she said you came to her room.
No, I mean, yeah, I've already cleaned it off.
How well do you know Brownwyn?
She's like my big sister, so pretty well.
Do you think she killed Dorota? Yeah, we'll not ask that.
You know the chief's got it all wrong. Ron could never hurt anyone. But I'm sure a smart detective like you can help prove she's innocent.
That won't work on me.
Ah, that's mean. She didn't do it anyway. Chief DuPont's crazy.
Did you know Dorota?
I don't know anyone in this town, except for Bronwyn and Rain, obviously, and Violet, and the Chief, and now you. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous.
How did you know she was going to die?
Good old-fashioned fortune-telling. Well, kind of. We drew a card each and smushed them all together. Do you know what the most dangerous tarot card is?
The happy squirrel?
You've done your research. The happy squirrel was vague and mysterious, but not evil.
So what is the most dangerous tarot card?
The Five of Swords. I think so anyway. There's nothing more dangerous than someone taking whatever they want no matter the cost.
You drew the Five of Swords for Dorota?
Yeah, I did. Rain got the Knight of Wands, that's Dorota, and Bronwyn got the Ten of Swords, which is, well, you know, swords in general are bad.
Why did you come to August?
The cards told us to. Well, the cards of Rain. Tarot gives us a rough direction, and he narrows it down with some astrological jiggery-pokery. He's basically a walking esoteric library. And if that sounds dull, let me reassure you, it is.
You do whatever the cards tell you?
No. Well, yeah. Well, no. We have a job to do.
A job?
I didn't say job. I said job.
Job?
Okay. We make a cheese obelisk, a chob, and depending on the shape of that chob, we get different answers to questions.
Yeah, I know you're lying.
No, you don't.
Okay, so she lied about the activity. being in her room all night with Bronwyn. So one of those two. We're just
Focus
going
on his
straight back
work.
to her.
Not much to see here.
Bronwyn. What? No, let's confront that right now. Hey, lady said
You're going to have
you
a
went
field
to
day
her
with this.
room. You
I'll be
said
sure
you
to get
didn't
some
leave
pictures
your
for
room.
you.
So what is
Dimitri,
it?
fully aware that he was suspended above unknown heights, carefully produced his camera from a pouch on his belt. When
You must be a new guest. Or you're burglaring us. I'm Rain, by the way.
Don't touch me.
I heard you say earlier your name's Sam. You don't look like a Sam.
What were you doing last night? Neither of those two ladies have said anything about what you were doing.
Room. Praying, actually. I don't believe in God, but I was still praying. It didn't work.
What didn't work?
My prayer. That the girl would be safe.
How did you predict the murder? Tell me about these jobs.
We did a reading. A group reading, actually. With a special tarot deck.
What's a group reading?
The three of us get together and read the same cards. Bronwyn says it makes the whole thing stronger or more powerful or something. But I'm pretty sure I'd get the same answers just on my own.
Tell me about the special tarot deck.
Mercury? It's not exactly from here. With a normal tarot deck, you'd have the question, so you'd be the querent. With Mercury, it gives you the question and the answer. The cards themselves kind of change. It's a special deck.
Can I see the Mercury Tarot?
I don't have it at the moment. Bronwyn has it.
What do you know about Dorota?
I didn't know her. I know she was called Dorota Shaw. She was young, had red hair, a talented musician.
Do you have any connection to Dorota at all?
No, not at all. You're completely barking up the wrong tree there.
Well, that's what the killer would say.
Spoken like the true killer. Posing as a detective, trying to frame someone else for the murder.
Oh shit, he's on to me.
or curious. As people have...
Bronwyn, show me that deck. Can I see the Mercury Tarot?
Mercury? Sure. I'll just get it. It feels a bit sacrilegious just spreading it out to show you. It doesn't really answer questions, it more asks them. Do you want it to ask you a question, Sam?
No.
There's nothing particularly special about it, apart from where it's from, what it does, and how it behaves.
No, I said let me see it.
Light could be on.
I guess we're
if
going
his room
right
was
back
still
to her
shrouded in
room.
darkness.
So we left, turned around, knocked
He
on the
rubbed heels
door.
of his...
Huh.
and slowly turned to horror as he came to the terrifying realization that he had gone blind. Panicking, Dimitri stumbled out of bed. Quickly, but carefully,
I have
made
more
his way to the
questions.
door.
For all three of them,
Into the
I have more
hallway.
questions.
Help! He
Yeah.
stammered. Somebody help!
What?
Area of the base, which he knew to be consistently occupied by crew members.
Find somewhere safe to transition. You're not a superhero.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
Frustration and fear, stomping his feet like a frustrated child. Please help me!
Oh, let me go see
Bron, are
Bronwyn
you
as
okay?
Bronwyn.
I'm not okay. I'm okay. I'm
not
okay.
okay.
Well, if you're worried, I should be worried. Why are you worried? Should I be worried?
Are you worried?
Are you worried?
Only if you are. This could go on in circles for a while. Let's just keep cool and stay in our rooms.
His hand, but no one was there. Dimitri was both perplexed and overcome.
Bron, something doesn't feel right. I don't know what exactly, but it's not right.
Thoughts on Dorota?
Well, it's hard to say with just one victim. Musical talent, red hair. If there's another, there will be a pattern. Do you think it's another right?
A right?
As in the same thing we were chasing after in Birmingham? I suppose it doesn't really matter. Just have to try and stop it.
Stop it? Stop it? Birmingham? Stop it, Birmingham?
Birmingham.
The Traveller? Dead Girls? Ring any bells?
Traveller?
Traveler?
Bron, you're acting weird. Are you still you?
Of course.
Of course.
Well, stop freaking me out. It's not cool in this current climate.
Oh, had he been dreaming? As he ascended the shaft,
Is there something I can help with, Miss Castle?
I hope we're not being too much trouble.
It's very brave of you to tell the chief that Dorota would be murdered and then stick around afterwards. I'd have run for sure.
You strike me as someone braver than that. Why would I run?
You're prime suspect, aren't you? You look strong enough to strangle another woman. Even if you're innocent, a jury would probably convict you.
Even if I'm innocent? Even you look strong enough to strangle another woman too.
Yeah, you look real
Well-
strong.
If you can't pay for your rooms, you might just find out.
Nice.
Dr. Utani asked as she carefully accepted the notes. More writing from the strangers? She studied the letters, hemming and hawing. It's just one word.
Miss Castle, I'm surprised to see you here.
I didn't kill Dorota.
You're a prime suspect, and your alibi is that you were in the guest house with another prime suspect at the time. It doesn't look good for you.
Have you got a problem with me?
More surprised and impressed by his linguistic knowledge. Punishment for the wicked or curious. Dimitri.
Ooh.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Is it possible you're having deja vu? Asked Dr. Remington. No.
Something's weird, isn't it? Bron seems strange today.
How are you?
Do you think Bronwyn might get falsely imprisoned? It happens all the time.
Are you looking to take over?
No. I'm just worried.
And he didn't dare guess what the others thought of him.
What's up, Lexi? I'm sensing something's on your mind.
I'm worried about our alibi.
Don't worry about that. We don't have anything to hide. You're just fine.
Do you think Sam suspects? Am I really fine?
Absolutely. As long as we're both saying we were in my room last night, everything will be fine.
I said we were in my room.
Oh, Lexi. I thought we agreed. It's fine. It's fine. I shouldn't have made you do it. Don't say anything else. If Sam asks, I'll deal with it.
They all arrived at the living quarters about an hour later. On the way over, Dimitri had listened to his recording.
Hello, Lexi. What can I do for you?
Please don't ask us to leave. The police want alibis from everyone for last night.
Well, I don't have one. I literally can't remember what I was doing.
Please don't ask.
Have you been speaking to Sam? You're safe for the minute.
That sounds ominous.
If one of your crew did murder Dorota, you can't really stay here, can you?
This time.
Fair.
You're listening to Radio August.
What is it, Miss Taylor?
Why did you hire Sam? Dorota's boyfriend seems sweet.
Have you met him?
Yes.
Miss Taylor, is that a contradiction? It's not what you said in your written statement.
Sorry, I meant no.
Yes. Yes, you did.
Why did you hire Sam?
I didn't hire Sam, the Shaw family did.
No, they didn't. Why did you hire Sam?
Tarot cards tell you that.
Yep.
Listen, Sam gets results. Nobody knows how, but the results are got. I want the killer found as quickly as possible. You got a problem with that?
Who would want to kill Dorota?
Are you doing your own investigation? Great! Let me know when you find out.
Bronwyn thinks you've got it in for her.
I go after bad guys. If she's a bad guy, then I've got it in for her.
Why weren't the police protecting Dorota?
In hindsight, that does look like a good idea, doesn't it? We didn't believe you. We still don't.
Are Dorota's family safe?
Why? What are you going to do?
Nothing, just checking. Nobody's safe.
Is that a threat? If anything happens to the Shaw family, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. Leave. Now.
Of that, the night Tenzin left, he taught me how the universe worked.
Fun.
I close my eyes as the
Have I been him? I don't remember.
Hello.
No,
I'm
I
Rain.
haven't.
I'm Rain.
one long final grin. And I believe...
Rain, I'm so worried about Bronwyn. What are we going to do?
Why are you worried about Bronwyn?
The chief thinks she killed Dorota.
Maybe she did kill Dorota.
Yeah.
That's not even funny, Rain. Bronwyn's the least murdery person we know. But okay, let's say she did do it. What possible reason could she have for killing Dorota?
Psychopathic tendencies? Crime of passion?
Yeah, Bronwyn's a real bunny boiler.
onto the railings below, arms wide. I dive.
Have you met the new detective yet? We're basically under 24-hour surveillance now.
Do you think Sam's onto us?
Onto what exactly?
The real reason we're here.
Sam's not a mind reader. At least I don't think so. Just try not to let anything slip.
There could be animals, and some people might interpret.
There's 4 figures on it. Perhaps cross, maybe?
What was the object used for, would you think?
Ray, I'm busy. You gonna turn yourself in?
Yeah.
You don't want to see me when I'm angry. A woman is dead. Go play card games somewhere else, or whatever the hell it is you do.
I doubt you've ever used one of those. You've never used a mangle.
A mangle?
Yeah.
For clothing?
Boo. No, it's not what I meant.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Crush.
Good question. I do not know.
Oh gosh.
Bed sheets. Poe's Curiosity Shop. Welcome to Poe's Curiosity Shop.
No one
So what
say
might this
anything
mean?
new, huh?
And from what I can see, it's like a...
It's 6 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe?
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival?
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with
Wow.
Poe and Monroe.
Looks like this.
Perhaps.
Pains me to think that I was even on the list, but I'm ruled out because we have video footage of me in the station at the time of the murder. Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Bronwyn and Lexi say they were in the same room last night. Shame they can't agree which one. The tarot readers have mentioned a job. We don't know what. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, and you found out she's taking pills. Perhaps they're related. That's it.
Again.
All right.
Okay.
I think that's it.
It's 6 o'clock, and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe?
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
So,
I heard
is she
Dorota
20
Shaw
or
was
21?
due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival?
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
This could be good spirits. Yeah, I think I'm going to sell that one. There's no other use for it. And we'll be back tomorrow. Poe's Curiosity.
What am I not doing here?
Welcome to Poe's Curiosity Shop. Today I've brought in a really cool... It's 6 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe?
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival?
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
I want to believe you.
That it's from so long ago.
Who's Oscar?
To be honest, it might just have been...
Who are you?
I'm a shape-shifting detective.
You're a what? Get out of here before I call the police.
Is now.
I told you to leave. When I see Chief DuPont, there's going to be trouble.
Poe's Curiosity Shop. Alice, this object that I've just handed...
Any more news on Oscar Wainwright? I'm a bit busy, Sam. Maybe you can go on my behalf. Just the tarot readers. No one else is remotely suspicious compared to them. Dorota's an only child. She lived with her mum and dad. Monday night was movie night, so they'd go and watch the 8 o'clock at the Odeon. Dorota would get the house to herself. They're devastated, naturally. They left town to stay with relatives. They didn't do it, Sam. Although, perhaps I should have made them stay.
Fine, but why might people wear this?
Would they tie it around themselves, perhaps?
Your ability isn't endless. It will run out at some point.
What?
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
It runs out?
Versing the ley line network.
Well, I wish we could give everyone an
Chief DuPont, there's been loads of people coming around asking questions. I don't even know half of them.
Has Sam been to see you? Bronwyn is still prime suspect. Has Sam been to see you?
No? Wait, I get it now. Yeah, someone dropped by. I'm not speaking to them though.
You should.
Really? Alright. But I don't think they're taking Dorota's murder seriously enough.
Bronwyn is still... Did Dorota collect coins?
Not that I know of. She collected thimbles. She said she didn't need any. She had hard calluses on her fingers from all the cello.
Have you looked in Dorota's bedroom?
Not since the murder. There's still a load of my stuff in there. I climb in through the window, but it's on the 3rd floor.
Bronwyn is still prime.
Change. So perhaps she's someone who wants to change, but somehow goes back to her old ways.
Yeah, we're gonna put that to the test, Frinska.
To us, I would like to just say to you that what I think is that you...
How long were you dating Dorota?
Not long, a couple of months maybe. We did care for each other.
Was she seeing anyone else?
No. Why?
She was killed in her bedroom.
Chief DuPont said there was no signs of anything like that.
Did you see Dorota yesterday?
Yeah, I went round there in the afternoon. Her parents were at work, and we were, hanging out. I left at about 5.
5, huh? Where were you at 9 last night?
Playing football. It was just 5-a-side. Finished at about 9:30. I called her, but she never picked up.
Can you tell me about Dorota's parents?
Not much. They always seemed happy to see me. I don't think they meant it. They wanted Dorota to focus on her music.
It's possible the killer was hiding in the room.
What, you mean watching us? That's disturbing. No, it couldn't have been. The only place he could have hidden would be in the closet, and I suppose someone could have hidden in the closet.
Have you hidden in there before?
Not hidden. Well, she liked it. Liked me to watch. Not other guys. Just, she had these, voyeur fantasies.
Describe the fantasies. Why would I ask that?
She'd ask me to hide in the upstairs closet. And then she'd walk in and strip off. Start touching herself. She got upset if I came out before she'd finished. I'm sorry, is this helping with the investigation?
Yeah. What was in the closet?
Clothes, mainly. I did see something that freaked me out a bit. She had a wedding dress in there. She knew I'd seen it, but we never talked about it. Not even as a joke.
It took a lot of effort with the butter knife. Alternately plunging and trying to saw.
Why would someone kill Dorota?
She flaunts herself. Her body. Had boudoir photographs taken. Who do you think those photos were for, Sam? Her mother?
Who were they for?
Ask Zach Weston. He took them.
Tell me about Zach.
Zach's the local photographer. You should go and talk to him, Sam. You're good at talking.
You know where he is?
At Weston's Photographic? Off the high road? It's late, but he's always there.
How do you know that?
I have a good memory. I'm still holding grudges from when I was 4.
I have a good memory. What'd you do last night? I don't remember. Do you think Oscar killed Dorota?
Vicar's son? No, as far as I can tell, Oscar is a good boy. But we've all got different faces now, haven't we, Sam?
Different faces?
The masks we wear. I could be a satanic cultist behind closed doors, but you'd never know. Would you, Sam?
Back to the cart, it seems more full than before.
Did you know Dorota's boyfriend?
Yes, he came to see me. He wanted to know that she was okay, spiritually speaking.
Did he tell you anything about Dorota?
He confided in me quite a bit, actually. He seemed to appreciate having someone to talk to, and he knew I couldn't tell anyone what he said.
You could tell me.
Oh, Sam. You know I can't do that. Tarot reader client confidentiality.
We'll come back to that.
You know what, Poe? I think you might need a promotion.
To
Hi, Sam.
Yell
Back
at
from
her.
war already?
Yup. Tell me about the Traveler. Where did I hear about Traveler? I don't feel like I remember hearing anything about that.
Traveller? That's a really old role-playing game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, did he now? Well then, you know what I know. I guess you must be a part of our inner circle. How does it feel?
Feels good.
Cheeky? Are you flirting with me?
Yup.
Oh dear, am I blushing again? There's a murder to solve. Maybe you should do that first, then me. No, not like that.
Did you know Dorota's boyfriend?
No, I think Bronwyn met him though.
What for?
You'd have to ask her, or him. It's not my place to say.
When? Why can't I also ask when? Bronwyn says she was in her room last night, not yours.
Oh, yeah, that's right. All these rooms look the same. Sorry.
Where were you really?
I was in Bron's room. Ask her.
Okay.
But I don't recognize anyone in the photos. I'm trying.
Lexi says she was in her room last night, not yours.
Oh, she gets easily confused. Youth of today.
Bronwyn, tell me the truth.
Fine. Jeeve Dupont was breathing down our necks, so we thought it would be simpler if we stuck together. If these walls weren't separating our rooms, then technically it'd be true.
Why did you lie about your alibi?
To protect Lexi. None of this is her fault, and she gets anxious easily. I was just trying to take the pressure off. I'm sorry, Sam. I never usually lie.
What were you doing in your room?
I was logged into Tarotasm. It's a phone reading service and I get paid by the minute. Which, now that I'm saying it, it's not something I really should be bragging about.
Painful emotions, from the past.
Why'd you lie about your alibi?
I didn't. How did you find out? Am I in trouble?
Depends on why you lied.
Ron was worried about me not having an alibi. She was logged in doing phone readings, so she's alright. But there's nothing to prove that I was here. I was, though. Cross my heart and hope to die.
Emotions caused by it. And if I'm honest, I just want to let you know that so many of us go through situations that...
Sam, what can I do for you?
How did you get Dorota's name from the tarot?
We didn't. Lexi used a Ouija board to get the name.
A Ouija?
It's Lexi's thing. I don't personally go near them, but in this case, it did help.
Couldn't you use the Ouija on its own?
No. Lexi needs to give it context from the tarot reading. A lot of the time, it comes up with nothing. Or a sordid comment directed at Lexi. I think that's why she keeps using it, to be honest.
Tell me more about the Ouija board. Lexi mentioned you're here to do a job.
We're trying to save people.
It's not working. Where were you before August?
Birmingham. We couldn't save anyone there either. The problem with travellers is... Well, let's put a pin in this one, Sam.
Birmingham? Travelers?
Let me ask Bronwyn. If she says it's okay to talk about it, it's okay to talk about it.
What?
Once we thought there was going to be a murder, Lexi used the Ouija board to find out the victim's name. It spelled out Dorota.
How does it work?
Just... This is going to sound weird. Most people believe Ouija boards contact the dead. So if Lexi contacts a dead person, that person needs to know what happens in the future. Ergo, maybe the person she's contacting is from the future. A time traveler who died here.
Time travel is real?
Yes. Well, not just time travel, time and space travel is also possible. If we accept the fact there are multiple realities, we must also accept there are others like us who found a way to travel between these realities.
Yep.
There it was. Until it wasn't.
There it was.
Altering its form like camouflage. There it floated. And then it turned to face me. Run or die.
It's 7 o'clock, and here's the latest August update. Chief DuPont of August Police is urging residents to be vigilant tonight following the brutal murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Whilst he stresses there is no immediate threat to the community at large, residents should be on the lookout until the killer is in police custody. Miss Shaw was found strangled in her bedroom home last night. Poe, I heard she was found by her mother.
Truly awful. Mother caught me up to all sorts of mischief in my bedroom. Also in the news, emergency services were called to the crossroads at Grange Avenue and Church Street following a collision between two cars. There are no reports of any serious injuries, but you might want to take a different route for now.
Oh no. It's going to be one of those nights, Poe.
Stick with me, doll. I'll keep you safe.
I'm not going anywhere. That's 7 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Yeah.
At least for now.
Save.
It needed help with its camouflage. A human mind to wear, like a shell for a hermit crab. I agreed to help.
Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
DuPont.
except in water. And its disguise would be...
Why is Sam still questioning me? Do I need to bring up Mr. Hedges again?
Are you threatening me?
Who's Mr. Hedges?
Exactly.
What?
Mr. Hedges. The man you asked me to put up, who then, you know, died.
And then what?
And then we buried him together so nobody would find out any of this ringing any bells.
We buried...
Not literally speaking. You took the body and you said you'd bury it, but, you know, I'm an accomplice. We'd both be going down.
Decomposing flesh, but decomposing reality.
What?
A twisted amalgam of fears and haunting memories. A corporeal phantasm of nightmares, fraying at the edges.
You have a recognizable knock, Chief Dupont. I'll remember not to answer next time.
Do you know Dorota's boyfriend?
I've met him once, yes.
Just the once? When did you meet him?
This morning.
What did you talk about?
The weather and some other things which I'm not at liberty to discuss. Feel free to ask him, though.
Agitated, a worm-like thing, no thicker than its fingers. Involuntary gags, reflexive, struggling. Throat coated with mucus.
So where are they?
The worm didn't go down, but up.
Bronwyn.
I know, I agree. Because she tipped you off. If I manage to get into her room, what am I looking for again?
Anything that ties her to the murder.
Okay. That sounds easier said than done, though.
There. I was free to go, along with the worm, to observe for the bag lady.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
So I left and observed for the bag lady as I went.
Nice.
A new life with the bag lady's worm inside my brain.
Nice.
I changed your sheets last night, and you weren't here.
Oh yeah, I'm lying about that.
That's impossible. I was in that room praying the entire time, and those sheets have definitely not been changed, I can assure you. Are you trying to frame me?
And the worm looked at us both, increasingly impatient. Sensed it.
Where's Lexi?
Sensed something was wrong, just behind my eyes. But they didn't comprehend the true horror. He was getting hungry.
Violet.
Sam knows about Mr. Hedges.
I'll handle it, Violet. Just get back to the guest house. Unless something else you need?
And the worm did not hear the usual refrain. Not this one.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Bronwyn.
I'm Bronwyn.
Get on the Predwin.
Together. A jingle of...
I'm truly sorry about Dorota. I didn't see you here last night.
What are you implying?
It's just suspicious. Nothing. It's...
Sorry. All this talk of the dead makes me very anxious.
I'm truly sorry about Dorota.
I didn't really know her. I saw her pictures in the newspaper. Can't remember what for right now.
Building with a vacant penthouse. George
Was it
wanted to
this
know if I was...
morning?
You can tell Sam about Birmingham.
Well, what can I tell Sam that you haven't already?
You know Sam likes a fact check.
I don't really know Sam. But if you're sure, then I guess I'm sure.
What did you tell the police you were doing last night?
I told them the truth, that I was in my room. I'm not sure if they can fact check it, but it's the only alibi I've got. Kind of wish we'd all stuck together now.
When should we do another reading? The police think it's me, don't they? When should we do another reading?
Yep.
You already told us. 8 o'clock. Bron, are you okay?
Oh, I gotta go.
Welcome to Poe's Curiosity Shop.
Oh, Bron, I'm so glad you're here. We need to talk.
Is something wrong?
No one can hear us, right? I mean, I'm assuming this room isn't bugged, although knowing Violet, there's probably cameras everywhere.
You think Violet's a voyeur?
Probably. I don't know. She has that look about her, don't you think? Like she knows something she's not letting on. I wouldn't be surprised if there's cameras hidden in the wardrobe.
What have you got to hide?
Nothing. Though I'd rather she didn't see me dancing around in my underwear. I only do that for people I love.
Do you love me?
Of course I do, Bron. See? And now that's on film. I hope you enjoyed that, Violet. Listen, we need to talk about our alibi.
What about our alibi?
I know you said it would be better if we said we were together, but lying about your alibi, that's pretty serious. Are you sure it was a good idea?
We should do whatever it takes.
You're acting like we've got something to hide. Bron, is there something you're not telling me? Why'd you ask me to lie? Were you really in your room all night?
Yes. No.
Where were you? Bron, don't mess me around, you're scaring me.
I'm just kidding, I was here all night.
I was at Dorado. Yeah.
I was at Dorota's house.
No. No, you weren't. I don't know why you're saying that, but I know Bronwyn Castle and she's no murderer. Just drop the act.
Cough. Cough. Coughing violently and uncontrolled.
Miss Castle, more unexpected pleasures.
What did Dorota's boyfriend say about me?
Something about a message you wouldn't deliver? Did you want him to be a special friend? Is that why you killed his girlfriend?
I didn't kill Dorota. You have no proof.
You don't know what we've got, Miss Castle. That's between Sam and I.
I was nowhere near Dorota last night.
You said you were with another one of the readers. All I'm saying is that Violet didn't recall seeing any of you.
Violet doesn't remember where she was. Violet is probably the murderer. Violet doesn't remember.
Why
Violet
probably?
is probably the murderer. Violet doesn't remember where she was.
She tell you that? She's playing with you to get you to open up.
Murder her?
Didn't expect you to come back. Have you contacted Dorota?
Yes. She forgives you. Yes. She says you know who killed her. Yes. No.
Oh, so you've just come to see me?
Yep.
I'm sorry the police ignored our prediction. I'm sorry the police...
It's okay, just... How did you know? How did you come up with a name and then she's gone?
She's not gone. She's waiting to pass. How could someone even get into Dorota's bedroom?
The usual way? The front door. Like, it's a townhouse and she's on the 3rd floor. So, other than teleporting or a big ladder, that's the only way.
Do you get on with Dorota's family?
Not really. Especially not now. They're convinced I got her into the wrong crowd or something. Am I really a bad influence?
Yes.
I can't say that.
No.
I've known you for a day.
Thanks, Bronwyn. I know it's a bit soon, but maybe we can grab coffee sometime? Just to chat about things.
No thanks. Yes.
I like you, Bronwyn. How about soon? How about tonight? I can come to the guest house?
No, you can't.
Sure.
So it's a date? Sort of. I'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Hi. Hey. Hello. Sorry, I'm not used to dating so soon.
Oh, the
I'm
literal...
actually not in the mood anymore.
Literally the day after your girlfriend got murdered? Not used to dating so soon.
It's okay. We can take it slowly.
Wait, what? Yeah, okay. Another time. I'll call you. Another time then.
Welcome to Tarotasm. If you're a reader, please enter your PIN number now. If you're a querent, please hold. We know you're waiting. Thank you. Welcome back. Your hourly rate is bronze. All calls are recorded for security purposes. Please wait to be connected to the next customer.
Hell yeah.
Are you finished, Violet? I'm coming in. Sorry, I really need my room back now. If you haven't done the sheets, maybe tomorrow.
Of course. Did Oscar find you?
I didn't know he was looking for me. Did he say what he wanted? That's the first I've heard of it. A date? His girlfriend just died.
Right, girl?
Anyway, if you wouldn't mind...
First, because of the handle, I thought maybe a weapon of combat, but then if I look at it more closely, I would say a mirror, a hand.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
Style today.
Thank you very much,
as usual. It was used for teleport.
Not now, Bron. I'm fine. You're just being a bit annoying.
Wow.
Where else? And you're there.
Should we try it now?
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain.
No, she hasn't.
We're only joking. I'm
She's still
here.
here. She's still here. I can't.
Ah, Rain, can I help?
About last night,
Was there a problem?
my tap was dripping, but I fixed it. Where were you?
Dripping? Maybe I was in my bedroom. That's out of bounds to you.
Huh.
I'm London Sparkles. Arms.
Don't forget the group reading, Ray. By which I mean, if you see Lexi, tell her not to forget the group reading.
What's the plan?
We still don't know what we're dealing with. There's every chance that it could just be a normal human murder.
What if it's not a normal human murder?
Then we have to assume that it's some kind of traveler.
Like in Birmingham?
Yeah, like in Birmingham.
Fists were raised.
Cool.
The truth is, there was enough food for two, and I needed the company.
What do you think of Sam?
Oh, I'll totally hit that. Apart from the whole investigating Bronwyn for murder thing, of course. But that's a minor flaw. I can work around it.
I hear Sam likes you too.
Nice.
Really? Well, you know, I'm not surprised. I am a total babe.
expelled for some scandal involving a woman. I guess that's how most of them. No. The night Tenzin left, he taught me how the universe worked. I close my eyes as the concrete.
Hi, I'm Lexi.
It's a long hour, alright?
I'm Lexi.
With Tenzin's white cigarette butts, like scattered. One long final grin. And
Dorota had a boyfriend.
Oscar, the guy I met this morning? The one I told you about. Yes.
What did he want?
Answers. Reassurance. Forgiveness.
Do you think he killed her?
Not considering what he asked me to do.
but it's still not home.
Well, what was
I
that?
climb.
I feel sad for Oscar.
Bronwyn said to stay away from him and the family. We're drawing too much attention to ourselves. We won't be able to finish our job.
Job?
Are you wearing a wire? You know why we're here. Don't make me say it.
Say it.
No. Stop being silly.
And from what I can see, it's like
I'm being silly.
Alien, I suppose. Babies? And it's made of stone? They kind of look like semi-precious black eyes. They kind of.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
Not modern.
Not at all.
This one.
Oscar Wainwright, what a surprise.
Nice.
Oh, I picked it up on eBay. It's supposed to be proof that aliens have visited our planet already. Or at least Mexico.
Now that's a thought.
Okay. Did you think so?
I think it's beautiful. But it's from so long ago.
What aliens look like. Or it could be an observation of someone actually countering.
Dreams.
Tell me about your Ouija board.
Oh, it's just your run-of-the-mill spirit communication device. Want to know how it works?
Let's hear it.
Cool, okay. So Ouija boards send us messages from the spirit world, right? But where is the spirit world? I mean, there's planets and stars in space. The spirit world must be really far away beyond all that.
Go on.
With so far to travel, messages from the spirit world must take ages to get here. Like how light from the sun takes 8 minutes or something to reach us. You still with me? Oh, you're sweet. Where was I? Oh, so here's my point. The spirit world is actually several hours ahead of us. That's how we get messages about things that haven't happened yet. That's how we got Dorota's name. Because in the spirit world, she was already dead. I know, mind-blowing.
There are different elements here that I'd like to discuss. So, firstly, the idea of a circus. Now, when you go to the circus, it's massive and
Violet told you about Mr. Hedges?
Yep.
Mr. Hedges was one of August's homeless. Actually, probably our only homeless person. We're pretty well off here.
Is that his actual name?
No, we called him Mr. Hedges because, well, that's where we found him.
What happened?
I asked Violet to put him up one night, and of all the nights he could have died, He croaked it at the guest house.
And then you buried him?
No, of course not. That's what Violet thinks, but I just drove him off to the morgue and had him processed. Don't tell Violet that, though. We need her on our side.
Oscar was playing football last night, 5v5, right?
Yep, that's what he told me, too. Not a suspect.
Bronwyn and Lexi are lying about their alibis.
Figures. Got any proof?
No. Other than they lied to me, to my face.
Get proof. Then I can haul them in. Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Bronwyn and Lexi lied about their alibis. I'm thinking what to do about it. Bronwyn was logged into a call centre system called Taratasm. I heard the recordings from last night. It's her voice. So as much as it pains me to say it, Bronwyn isn't a suspect. But Lexi and Rain still are. Apparently, Lexi used a Ouija board to get Dorota's name. The tarot readers mentioned Birmingham. You're looking into it. There's some talk about a traveller, whatever that is. Oscar's not a suspect. He was playing football last night with lots of witnesses. According to Oscar, Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet, which is strange. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. And finally, you pulled the name Zach Weston from somewhere, saying he's the town photographer? I've never run into him. Still, I guess I'm not in the papers that much. That's it.
My hands trembled as I put the car in park, and I just sat there.
It's 7 o'clock, and here's the latest August update. Chief DuPont of August Police is urging residents to be vigilant tonight following the brutal murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Whilst he stresses there is no immediate threat to the community at large, residents should be on the lookout until the killer is in police custody. Miss Shaw was found strangled in her bedroom home last night. Poe, I heard she was found by her mother.
Truly awful. Mother caught me up to all sorts of mischief in my bedroom. Also in the news, emergency services were called to the crossroads at Grange Avenue and Church Street following a collision between two cars. There are no reports of any serious injuries, but you might want to take a different route for now.
Oh no. It's going to be one of those nights, Poe.
Stay with me, doll. I'll keep you safe.
I'm not going anywhere. That's 7 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Still screamed at me to flee.
If you have anything else on Zach Weston, let me know.
Zach was apparently taking boudoir photos of Dorota.
And I'm all for a good boudoir picture, but who are they for? There's definitely a strong connection between those two then.
Maybe they were for Oscar?
Perhaps go and ask him about it?
No.
Lay unnaturally twisted.
Do you know Zach Weston?
No. Who's that?
He's a photographer.
Never heard of him.
For support,
Sorry, we're closed. Come back tomorrow or make an appointment online.
Are you Zach Weston?
Yes. What do you want?
I'm working with Chief DuPont.
I already told the police she did all those things of her own accord. I didn't force her to do anything.
Dorota Shaw?
Oh! Dorota Shaw. Sorry. I'm afraid I didn't know her that well.
You photographed Dorota?
For the August Chronicle. She won some sort of award. I remember her cello. It kept reflecting the flash and ruining the shot.
Did she come to the studio?
No, I went to her house, along with the reporter. It's better with these human interest stories to capture them in a natural habitat.
So you know where she lived?
If you asked me to drive there without my sat-nav, no.
You're friends with Violet Gallagher?
Friends? Yes. I know Violet very well.
How well?
Violet takes it very well, actually. I like him like that. With
Takes
a frosty
what?
exterior comes a soft, warm center.
Okay, so you're sleeping with her.
I'm sorry, my analogy wasn't explicit enough for you. Yes, we have sex.
Where were you last night?
Here. I'm usually here most nights.
Can anyone confirm that?
Only the roof rats.
Is that the only time you met Dorota?
No, actually, I've been running a special offer on portraits since she came in for a studio session. Wait there. As you can see, there's photos here. Her on the cello. Now this one's in colour. Beautiful hair. Oh, legs wrapped around. Another one here. Oh, hang on. Do you see what I see?
What do you see?
Nothing. She's just a very attractive girl. That's all.
Did you take any other pictures of Dorota?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. Now, Violet told me.
Violet needs to mind her own business. I didn't want to mention them out of respect for the dead. You've heard of boudoir photography.
Boudoir photography?
It's all very tasteful. Boudoir photographs are all about leading the eye and letting the imagination do the work. Most photographers mess it up. It's not supposed to resemble a Victorian whorehouse.
Who did Dorota get them for?
She didn't say. Her boyfriend, I assume. Would you, like to see them?
Sure.
As you can see, it's all very artistic. Dorota was a natural. She lit up the front of the camera. Want to see the videos? Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, is this safe for YouTube? No thanks.
Then she cut off her face in front of me. It took a lot of effort with the butter knife, alternately plunging and trying to saw. A curtain of blood ripped under her chin. It caught her still smiling mouth as part of her head tipped forward and free. I expected to see a dripping cross-section of frontal lobe, nasal cavities, and sinuses, but her head was completely empty, a black void. I stared into the hole. It spoke. Your body is nothing more than a prison for your consciousness. Your wardens have long since forgotten you.
Do we really have to?
He says you're sleeping together.
How vulgar. Yes, I suppose that is what he'd say. But I've never let him lay a finger on me. He says we're in a relationship, but he doesn't act like it.
Why doesn't he act like it?
He thinks he's irresistible to women.
Is he?
No.
All right. Who are you?
I don't know about you, Poe, but I don't really like the sound of that very much.
That is very creepy, but...
Sam, look, I can't talk right now. I'm doing phone readings. Gotta pay for a job somehow. Lexi's locked in till 8 too. I can sort you out afterwards, yeah?
Of her life.
Do you know Zach Weston?
I met him yesterday, doing the rounds, looking for reading work. Actually, he did mention Dorota.
What about Dorota?
He said there was this girl he was planning to meet up with. Said she was alone every Monday night because her parents go to the cinema. Do you know what that means? It was Dorota Shaw.
So, Birmingham?
Fine, Sam. Birmingham. Mercury took us to Birmingham. We didn't know what for. We never really know what for. But we turned up. It started with a girl, Ginny. She was South African. I only mention it because that was its thing.
Its thing?
Yeah. We didn't know at the time, but in hindsight, it was after South African girls. 3 to be exact. The Traveller wanted 3.
Why did the Traveller want 3 victims?
You should ask Bronwyn. She's the one that knows about rights. I just know it normally involves 3, and all 3 share a common attribute.
Tell me about the Travelers.
I guess you might call them demons, in as much as they can get inside us. They come from other worlds.
Other worlds?
Kind of, yeah. Quantum physics is real, didn't you know? There are many universes. In technical terms, a traveller is a trans-dimensional being far more superior to us, in as much as they can choose which reality to hang out in. We just get this one.
Travelers can inhabit us?
Yes, disturbingly. It's actually a lot more complicated than that. They choose a reality/universe where they actually evolve to become the person they're possessing. So they jump in a few million years before our timelines intersect.
In simple terms?
They can't just jump into someone. It takes a few hours for that. They make the decision before they travel, which is why we can catch them.
So you think Murderer is a traveler?
Yes, probably. The tarot doesn't just sat-nav us to normal murders.
State of mind. And now, the black hair in this dream actually also relates to the repression.
We've got to stop meeting like this. Seriously though, Sam, I'm working. Can't it wait? Just give me to 8, okay?
is weighing heavily on your mind, and perhaps it's a secret about someone else that you haven't.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
But thank you again for sharing with us.
Oh, I'm so impressed again, Monroe. You're so observant.
Chief? Again?
How did the date go? Did Dorota have any online friends?
She didn't really use any social networks. Didn't have the time. Mainly just cello.
Go to any clubs or groups? Do you have access to her email?
No, she didn't email much. She checked the messages on her phone. What is it you're looking for?
Anything that helps solve the murder.
Okay, that makes sense.
How did the date go?
It was awful. She's definitely the killer.
She has an alibi. Absolutely. We'll keep digging.
Good. Let me know when you find something.
Into something else.
Hello. I know you. You're the police chief.
I understand that you knew Dorota Shaw.
We met briefly, yes. I freelanced for the August Chronicle, and they did a story about her.
Was that the first time you met her? The scholarship to Juilliard?
That's right. We exchanged a few pleasantries. I happened to mention my portrait services, so she booked a session with me.
When was this?
A few weeks ago.
What type of photos do you take?
For the paper? Record shots that any idiot with a phone can take. My studio is where the magic happens. Mainly portraiture, but I dabble in other areas.
Boudoir photography? Dirty pictures?
No. I do have a boudoir set though. Lots of clients like it. It's all very tasteful and above board.
I'll be looking into it.
You can sleep in it if you want. It's a proper bed. Not sure you'll find anything you're looking for though.
Yes. Would you say is his profession?
Something religious, I suppose. He's wearing robes. He's wearing. But why is he in pain?
Very good question. Porcelain figure, ancient Chinese, seated in a
knock.
It's called the Screaming Monk. Legend has it that this monk, called Busan,
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
These tattoos are a reminder that some things are best left unseen.
Nice.
I have the...
Well, hello, gorgeous.
Did you hear about Dorota? I came over last night, but you weren't here. Did you hear about...
Everyone in town's heard. She's a local celebrity now.
Local celebrity? Were you sleeping with her?
Violet? Of course not. I only have eyes for you.
That's not what I heard.
Sure.
This again. I told you, I'm not seeing anyone else. I have gorgeous women in my studio all the time, but you're special. Not because you won't take off your clothes, I'm expecting that at some point. It's just, you're so clever and well educated. And the icing on the cake, you're the most beautiful woman I've ever met.
I came over last night, but you weren't here.
Well, that explains why there was no answer when I called you. I was definitely here.
It's before it ever reaches me. She's fast. Too fast for Jimmy to hit. She tore straight through his gut, pulling out his...
Hello.
Who do we think did it?
Months ago, the eggheads on smoke break told Jimmy that the Emma project had failed. Gene patted.
You have a lovely guest house.
It is quaint, isn't it? It's all my parents had when they died. We're literally sitting in my inheritance.
How did your parents die?
Father died first. Heart attack. They found him in the freezer when Mother died. She had a pulmonary embolism. I didn't really talk to them much.
Freezer?
Yeah, wait, what? They found him in the freezer, and he died of a heart attack. But they found him when Mom died of a pulmonary embolism?
Yes, she kept him in the chest freezer because she didn't want to be alone. Stored him perfectly. Still use it today.
Just a few feet downslope. She raises her head. Eyes locked, I put that ninth bullet. Spraying crimson, she spills backward onto the concrete slope. And I slide my back. The gun falls to...
Rain! I'm surprised to see you here. I take it you know about Dorota already. All that stuff we talked about yesterday, that's strictly between you and me.
What stuff?
That's the spirit. Now, I think it's best if we don't get caught speaking to each other. Overcautious, I'm sure, but I think it's for the best nonetheless. Maybe we can get together for a lad's night out after this is all blown over. Yeah?
Okay.
Great. Well, I'll see you soon.
Interesting dream. I would say here's someone who wants to reach
Don't be suspicious.
heights that they've never.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
You're achieving your goals.
Oh, so he is achieving his goals.
So,
Zach! What are you doing here? Quick, don't let anyone see you.
Why don't you want anyone to see me?
What? You're the one who said we shouldn't be seen together. What are you doing here?
I wanted to make sure we were still okay.
That sounds right.
What did you do? What did you say to Sam?
Everyone's talking about Dorota.
I know. But I suppose people like that attract trouble.
People like what? People like what?
Homewreckers. Anyway, I hope you didn't just come here to talk about Dorota.
Are you happy Dorota's dead?
I didn't say that. But we both know what Dorota was like. She practically threw herself at you.
She didn't throw herself at me. Why'd you think that?
Why do you think that?
Boudoir sessions. Some girls get the wrong idea. I saw how she was looking at you. She wanted it.
You were there.
No, silly. But I saw the photos.
Sheets. That's what it is.
Really?
Yeah. Nobody takes that amount of care nowadays.
Zach, let me stop you there. You are one creepy fellow. Now, I don't know what you had going on with Dorota, but I don't want anything to do with it. Do not come back here. Please.
Ingrained in the mango. But I obviously can't vouch. Good question. I do not know.
Oh gosh. You could.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
The calling.
Sensing the thing with Bronwyn went badly.
Why did you put me up to it?
I need all hands on deck. You're a hand. At least I thought you were.
Nothing happened.
Never mind. At least you tried.
Is there anything else I can do?
No, you've done enough. I'll keep up my end of the bargain, make those speeding tickets go away, though technically you'd have more points than a hedgehog if I kept them. And if I do catch you speeding in August again, Oscar, instant ban. Capiche?
Yes.
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 Sinuses. Completely empty. A black void. I stared. It spoke. Your body, consciousness, your wardens have long since. When I used the knife, out. Perhaps I was the mess. Others, I must set free.
Tea shop.
I think we go back to Chief
So, what
at
do
this
we
point. Yeah, because these two are
This
busy.
is certainly interesting. This.
I bet he is. It was that thing I told you about Dorota. I mean, I didn't know it was her then. He wanted to show me these explicit photos of her, but I refused. And that's when he told me about her being alone on Mondays. I wonder who else he told that to.
See, is perhaps two people in combat?
It's 8 o'clock and time for another August update. Police investigating the death of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw have said there's no evidence to connect her boyfriend to the murder. Chief DuPont's statement was delivered in response to speculation from local residents that it was a crime of passion. Miss Shaw's strangled body was found by her mother around 10 p.m. last night in what the chief is calling a puzzling crime.
I can't believe people are gossiping already, Poe.
It's always the person closest to the victim, isn't that what they say?
But that poor boy. A reminder also that due to the murder, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced soon. The weather's getting worse tonight with heavy rain forecast. So if you're heading out, you might want to take a jacket. Or a cab.
Or wear the jacket in the cab. That's 8 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Sam, I've got news. We've done a reading.
Fuck you have.
It's a Five of Swords. That's the same card as yesterday.
I would not allow you guys to talk to each other.
Let's hope it's not the Knight of Wands. This doesn't look good.
It's fine. This happens all the time. There are 78 cards in the deck. The same ones come up a lot.
I get it, but we drew the exact same cards yesterday. What are the odds of pulling all three again?
1 in 474,552. I know. I get asked a lot.
Bet it's a Ten of Swords.
It's happening again. There's going to be another murder. Then Lexi did her thing, and now we have a name. Alice Munro.
Oh, snap. locked people up? Who did we lock up?
Sam, let me bring you up to speed. I know what you're going to say, and I don't want to hear it. I've arrested Bronwyn. She's named a second victim, and as far as I'm concerned, the safest thing to do right now is have her behind bars. Those tarot readers have been doing my head in all day, talking to me like I'm a suspect, asking ridiculous questions, and then denying they've seen me at all. So what's done is done. If anything, I've just made Alice safer. You can go.
Past the nearly empty house, the field of stones. It started with one.
What? Yeah, I know
She was young.
Poe.
They usually are.
And Monroe.
They're easier to infect young.
Yep. Right.
They listen.
On the TV radio.
It took time.
Do you know Alice Monroe?
Monroe. Everyone knows her. She's a local radio star here.
Have you met her?
Couple of times, promo shoots, that sort of thing.
Anything else?
Look, I know where you're going with this. Yes, I asked her if she'd do a boudoir session with me. She turned me down. No big deal.
You get turned down a lot?
No. I got the photos that I needed anyway.
What does that mean?
A hollow home.
You must be Sam. I just got off the phone with Chief DuPont. I can't believe it. First Dorota, now me.
Between the scene that we just saw and this little bit, they took the fleck off of her chin. Did you know Dorota?
Yes. We were
It's gone.
friends. I hadn't known her for long. Only a few weeks.
How'd you meet her?
We met at the gala. I was hosting and she was playing the cello, you know? I guess we talked for a little while and then she asked me for a drink after the show.
What happened after the show?
After we'd had a few drinks, she invited me back to her house. I thought we were just gonna chat, watch a movie, that sort of thing. Then she kissed me.
Oh.
I was so shocked. She was so attractive. So I kissed her back.
You and Dorota were in a relationship?
This is just between us, right?
Yeah.
We fooled around. I don't have many friends, Sam. Everyone thinks because I'm on the radio, I have tons of friends, so nobody ever approaches me. I get lonely. But Dorota was my friend, and I liked making her happy.
Fooled around.
I'm not going into detail, Sam.
That's not what I was
we
going
pledged
for.
each other. Multiple times.
How long did that go on for again? You know Dorota had a boyfriend?
Oscar. Yeah. She was a bit confused. When we started seeing each other, she didn't like him touching her anymore. I didn't mind. But she did. So I told her if he wanted to get sexual, then maybe she should try something else.
Something else.
I said some guys like to watch. So tell him it would be sexy if he could look but he couldn't touch. As far as I know, it worked.
How did it work?
She told Oscar to watch from her walk-in wardrobe. When he was at a safe distance, she put on a show. She faked it.
What was that pronunciation of wardrobe? I think her actual accent kind of like flopped out there. Like that was a costume malfunction. I think she enjoyed it more than you think.
She told me she faked it. But you'd know best.
What a fucking line. Did Oscar know about you?
I don't think so. We were very discreet. It was more fun that way.
Tell me about Poe.
We're co-hosts on the radio. Oh, sorry. You know that already. We've been partners for 2 years now. He's a good friend.
Partners or friends?
Can't we be both, Sam? Poe's his radio name. He's actually John Poe. He's on air now, but you can come back at 8:30 if you want to see him.
Where were you last night?
On air. We both were. We broadcast live hourly news reports. It's how we keep our funding.
Do you know Zach Weston?
Not very well. He's done a few shoots of me and Poe to promote the show. No. Zach keeps asking, but I just don't want to. Not for him, but Dorota did. She gave me the pictures as a gift. She looked amazing.
Any idea who might want to hurt you?
No. Sorry. I did have a strange dream last night, though. I was a Hollywood actress, and there were hundreds of magazines and newspapers all piling up on the red carpet, and they all had my picture on the front cover. But the red carpet wasn't carpet. It was a pool of blood, and it seeped through all the pages. Then I woke up. What do you think that means, Sam?
It means you hit a deep sleep phase.
REM sleep.
Yep.
So, you don't think dreams mean anything? Everyone has meaningful dreams, Sam. Everyone.
I will protect you.
That sounds reassuring. I hope it's not just words, Sam. You've kind of just asked about Dorota since you got here.
Yeah, now I'm leaving. Good luck.
Sam? You forgot your phone.
Don't touch me. But I'll protect you. From the car.
Like a virus, from person to person, with no touch, no shared germ. Just an order full of awful.
Sam, do me a favour, go easy on Violet. If we need to get anything out of her, let me deal with it. She'll open up to me.
Ah. Chief, you just can't lock people up because they're suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Why?
Bronwyn's innocent. She was logged into Tarotasm. Remember?
Well, then I've made a mistake. Whoops! A few hours in the cell works magic on most people, even tarot readers. Look, I see you're starting to care for these people already, but Violet's been watching them like a hawk. If you can convince her, you convince me.
Whoops, I made a mistake, and if this took place in America, I just violated a bunch of their rights.
Shifts to guard that dumpster and
Whoopsie
chase the rest
me.
of the street off.
That spring, we lucked out with a broken fire door. Easy access.
That is some fire red hair.
Work.
Wow.
Gold star for you. Oh, hello. This is my goddaughter, Sophia. She's only 9 and she's a maths genius.
Hello.
I have to pop to my room to get something. Be nice to her while I'm gone. Otherwise I might have to smother you in your sleep.
What's your name?
I'm the boogeyman.
No, you're not. I've seen the boogeyman. Don't look like you. Do you want to know a secret?
Yep.
Violet was taken by aliens in their ship.
All right.
She doesn't want anyone to know.
Sorry about that. Sophia, your mother will be here for you soon, so run along and wait. Now, Sam, how can I help you?
Sophia mentioned aliens. Do you know Ellis Monroe?
Of course. Poe and Monroe. She's on the radio.
Have you ever met her?
Yes, I believe I did. She was here once for something. I don't remember now.
I thought you had an amazing memory. Bronwyn's innocent. She was logged into Tarotasm.
And you're sure it was her?
Yes, her voice is recorded.
Then it couldn't be her, could it? You want me to tell Claude, don't you? Sorry, I mean Chief DuPont. Fine, fine, I'll call him.
Sophia mentioned aliens.
She has a wicked imagination for her age.
Is that why you're taking pills?
I was seeing and hearing things that weren't there. That's why I'm taking pills.
Have you told anyone else about this?
I needed to confide in someone, so I told Chief DuPont. Just Chief DuPont. And now you, apparently.
Do you think you were abducted last night?
Why are you talking about this again? You understand, every time you mention abduction, it opens up a vault of crushing memories that I'd rather stay locked up.
Did anyone else see you last night?
No.
How do you know that?
Not even the moon.
How do you know that? Chief said you'd tell him about the abduction.
I don't really want to.
Tell me.
About a month ago. The guest house was empty and I was alone in my bedroom. All I could hear was dripping. A cold tap.
From the next room.
Drip. Drip. And then it began. I could smell iron, a strong metallic smell. Then I could taste it on my tongue. And then weightlessness. Like time and space had stopped. That was the first time they took me.
First time?
It's happened 5 times.
5 times?
Even on
in a month?
clozapine. I get that strange aura, then I'm gone. I had tests for epilepsy, amongst other things. But all the scans were normal.
You actually disappear?
As far as I know, I've gone.
I really need details about this abduction.
It's difficult to explain. I'm stuck in the wall of an enormous room made from these wooden vines, except the vines slowly move and drip with pain. My head is pushed out like I'm a trophy. If I look to my side, there are others, heads, all prisoners, being experimented on.
Experimented on?
They rearrange us like decorations, suck us backwards into the darkness and then thrust us back through the wall. And when they return me home, I'm broken. Cuts, bruises, memories.
Except before was different.
Well, that's
How could you let Chief DuPont
fascinatingly
do that?
horrible.
I'm not talking to you until you get this fixed. Bronwyn was on Tarotasm, Sam. Just like she was an hour ago. And they record everything, so her alibi should be without question. She was just lying to protect Lexi. She's maternal like that.
Then it had been easy to stay thin. Now.
Oh my god, Sam, what are we going to do? The Chief can't just lock Bron up like that, can he? You know she's innocent.
All square cheese because she was weak. By late afternoon, she'd taken one of Mother's favorite lemon biscuits.
You're only alive because we want you to be.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
All this proved one thing. Penn still needed her mother.
Claude.
Cost most
Nice.
of Mother's jewelry. Then, that cost Penn her books and a few items of clothes.
Nice.
A human vessel was out of the question. Animals were cheaper. Bigger ones cost more.
Chief, I wanted to ask you something.
Is it about the boudoir photos? What did you want?
Am I still a suspect?
Yes.
But I was playing football, and there was loads of witnesses. How?
Everyone is a suspect.
It's ridiculous.
Is it about the boudoir photos?
Yeah. So it's true then?
I haven't seen them. I'm sorry.
I'm just in shock. All the time. How could she be so different? I just can't process it all.
Poor baby. Together.
Chief DuPont, thanks for calling in.
I'm just checking you're safe.
At the moment, my heart's beating 1,000 times a minute and I can't sit still. Every noise or knock on the door makes me jump out of my skin, and I keep looking behind me. Is that safe?
Have I ever let you down? What's really worrying you?
That you're just saying you're doing things when you're not actually doing anything. What's the plan, Chief DuPont? How do we stop this from happening? How do we stop me from dying?
There were no more soft little rolls of fat to make her tender, just thin skin and heart.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
The sprinklers hiss down. I crawl out of Jimmy's spare magazine. Need to count the bullets. Just 9. 8 for Emma, and 1 for me.
Violet, if this is about releasing people from prison, the answer is no. I'm going to need hard evidence for that to happen. No. Go! Back to the guest house?
Dr. Thatcher's black BMW.
Hello, lovely. Take a look at this. It's a picture of Dorota.
I don't want to see pictures of your conquests.
It's not like that. It's just a press photo. Do you see anything in it?
A girl holding a chair. What do you see?
Just my mind playing tricks, I guess. Sometimes when I drink enough and I'm alone enough, I can step into them.
Step into them.
It's like a hologram. The pictures become three-dimensional and I can move around inside them. Like virtual reality, but real. The picture comes alive when I'm inside it. Things move around. They talk.
They talk. What do they say?
In this one, it's just a rota. So I'm in her living room. She says that she should have been nicer to me. And I should make her be nice.
You're insane.
Yes, I'm just messing with you, Violet. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion. Guess it didn't work on you.
My first shot goes wide, but it's enough to send her sprinting directly. Her side. The third misses. She vaults from the puddle at the base of the ramp, her hospital gown smothered in blood. The fourth hits us.
Hello, I'm Rain.
I'm Rain, okay.
Eyes locked, I put that ninth bullet straight through.
Who is Sophia?
You saw her, did you? She's my goddaughter, at that age where she overshares.
Is she a ghost?
What makes you say that, Rain? Is there something about her aura?
Slowly rises.
Hi, Rain. Did you miss me while I was gone?
So, Alice Munro.
I'm honestly not going to try and worry about this one. We've told Sam, and I think that's all we can do.
Really? Well, what's Sam going to do?
I believe Sam is going to save Ellis. According to the Ouija, this could play out in a lot of different ways, but mostly saving Ellis.
What other ways?
Ellis could run, Ellis could die, Ellis could be saved, mistaken identity, someone else dies. There's a lot of noise coming from the beyond, but it's not just a load of voices saying Ellis will die. Sam's got this.
Turns back into her original shape.
Got this.
She basically can't really change.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
To us, I would like to just say to you that private about your life, but you're worried that when you do,
Is Bronwyn out yet?
Sam's working on it. Our job is so stressful.
Tell me about it. Chasing around the unknown, trying to triumph good over evil, generally standing around helpless watching people die.
Why do we do it? Why don't we just quit?
And leave Bron on her own? Quite possibly to die? No. I'm locked in now, until the end. Whatever that may be.
Like a couch she's bleeding out on. I've done a bad thing and it's only Wednesday. Mad, or so she said. Just even...
Sorry, we're closed. Unless you're here for something else.
I'm a friend of Dorota's.
Dorota. I'm sorry about what happened.
Dorota told me things about you.
Things? That's ominously vague. I'm not sure what you mean. Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Lexi.
Lexi? I like it. It's got an edge.
Dorota says she knew you. You're dating Violet, aren't you? Dorota says she knew you.
Yeah, she had a portrait session with me. Can I get you a drink?
No thanks. Sure.
I am thirsty.
Here, I've only got vodka. You're old enough to drink, right?
Of course. Does it matter?
I like you already.
You're dating Violet, aren't you?
No, we're just friends.
That's not what you told Sam.
Sam? Who are you? Are you working with the police too?
I'm helping Sam with the case. Don't worry, I'm not with the police.
I'm not worried. I just don't like being lied to.
I know what you did to Dorota.
Yup.
I didn't do anything to Dorota.
You killed her. You seduced her.
You make it sound so sordid. Dorota didn't do anything she didn't want to.
Officer Peter sighs. I'll get going then. Heading for... Be careful, she whispers. I'm really not supposed to say this, but the chief thinks there's an onomat.
Hi, I'm Ellis. I'm Ellis.
That, she's gone. I shut the door firmly behind her and retrieved the gun. Believe me now? I know that voice. I turn and see... Just like before I shot her. I believe you, I just shot you. You didn't shoot me, she smiles.
I don't remember being
I
told we
you
can't have liquid. Don't touch anyone.
So,
Don't
my
copy
alpaca
children.
couch, I ask hopefully? Oh, the gunshot's real. I knew I had a reason for one. Her and sneer. What do you want from me? I want you to help me make more onomats. I lower...
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
What? She was right. I just got away with murder.
I think I need to talk about Ellis Monroe.
What have you been doing with Ellis Monroe?
What haven't I been doing?
You are so irritating.
Want to fool around?
Is that really all you think about? Starting to look like August has a serial killer targeting redheads. Look at my hair, Zach. Does this look red to you?
I think we should break up.
An Asian animal, but I'm not sure. It's perhaps a...
Quite a dragon.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
You were right about Asian, a Chinese bronze.
with wings.
Originally donated to August's public library. Later sold to raise funds. The library burned down 3 weeks after their sale.
Oscar, good. You got my message. Got some things to show you.
What have you got?
Does, this mean anything to you?
That's Dorota.
And what if I showed you this?
Ellis Monroe.
Do you know her?
She's from the radio.
And if I do this?
What the hell?
No? Anything?
What are you doing?
That'll be all. You can go now.
Breathing seems so loud when you want to stay hidden. Time oozed like molasses, cowering in the closet.
What the hell was that?
Floated there in the center.
Oscar, I'm so sorry. What can I do?
Were you seeing Dorota?
Oscar, it's so much more complicated than that.
Why didn't you save her? Is it really? Tell me.
Oscar, I didn't mean to hurt anyone. That's not who I am. I go out of my way to help people, to be kind to them.
So were you helping or being kind?
I had feelings for her, Oscar. You should understand that. I'm sorry this is how you had to hear it. But maybe she didn't tell you because she was leaving me. I don't know.
Yeah, that's probably why.
I'm sorry. I truly am.
I forgive you. You want to make it up to me?
How?
Maybe if I knew what Dorota saw in you, it'd help.
What do you mean?
We should sleep together.
That's fair. I'll just freshen up, and you can put it in me while I think of Dorota's cold, lifeless body. That way, at least one of us is still thinking of her. You can go now.
Playing with the images and thoughts all called from its victims. There it floated, and then it turned to face me. Run or die, the door gave way.
What was that?
Suit up by a nightmare. A cold gaze grasped at my back. The air was thickened mud.
What do you know about it?
Have you looked into it?
Yeah, I pulled in a few bug-eyed aliens, but they wouldn't confess. I've got a murder to solve. Can we talk about this later?
About falsely imprisoning people.
Fine. Let me do the paperwork. I'm starting to regret hiring you. Maybe you should concentrate on something else.
What do we know?
We've got a new target. Alice Monroe. Alice said she was in a relationship with Dorota. She kissed a girl and she liked it. She told you where John Pope, or Poe, is going to be next. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. Bronwyn was logged into a call centre system called Taratasm. I heard the recordings from last night. It's her voice. So as much as it pains me to say it, Bronwyn isn't a suspect. But Lexi and Rain still are. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Violet told you about her brush with aliens? You seem far too interested in those kind of things. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. And he keeps asking Ellis to pose nude. Could be motive. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Until she ended up in the clutches of the entity in an empty penthouse lair, and the entity had devoured her and taken her form with a horrifying loss of fidelity. Not decomposing flesh, but
Tell me about Alice Monroe.
I've heard on the radio, but other than that, I don't know anything about her. I want to help though.
What's the connection between Alice and Dorota? Dorota.
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Although we can be sure of one thing.
They both know the killer?
Not necessarily. If it's a traveler, then they just jump into any vessel, have their fun and go. It just needs to be someone nearby.
I need your help.
Yes, of course. Anything.
Try to find out more from Mercury.
I've already been doing that, but sure, I'll keep at it. Maybe it'll feel sorry for me and finally put out.
Rain said you knew about rights.
A little bit. What did you want to know?
What is a right?
A rite can take many forms, but from what we know about these travelers, it seems to be performing some kind of coming-of-age ceremony.
How do you know about travelers?
We've all known about them for hundreds of years. We just know them by different names. Demons, skinwalkers, Jack the Ripper. They're all travelers.
Why were there 3 victims before?
3 is a powerful number. There's a divine balance to it in our universe anyway. But maybe it doesn't mean anything where the traveler's from. Maybe 3 is just the carry-on limit for interdimensional travel.
Do you know Zach Weston? Only the coroner chief knows about that, right?
No. I can do a reading if you want.
Yeah.
9 of Cups. This is a very positive card. Is Zach a suspect? Something feels wrong. He's too smug, too self-congratulating, like he's got away with something. I don't like this, Sam. I don't like this one bit at all.
Yeah, we're not saying that.
The answer was nothing, which may have been precisely the point.
Do you know Ellis Monroe?
Yes, I met her at the radio station.
Why were you at the radio station?
I was offering my services. Earning a living's tricky when you travel around as much as we do. And last time I checked, Violet wasn't offering us room and board for free.
Tell me more about Birmingham.
In Birmingham, it was a man called Yuri Harris. He worked as a butcher. He beheaded all 3 girls within hours of each other. We couldn't stop it. He pleaded not guilty for reason of temporary insanity.
Why do you think Yuri was a traveler?
Because he said he'd see us again. In August. Before we even knew it was a month and a place.
To the room bathed in blue light, with the glass walls like a fish.
So what's the news about Ellis? I feel so useless sitting here. I want to help.
Do you really want to help?
Yes, please use me. Tell me what to do.
Okay, I have a few options. Find out what you can from Zach Weston.
Who's that?
He's a photographer in town.
Is he a suspect? I guess he must be. Okay, I'm on the case. Just give me a minute to get ready and I'll be off.
Welcome to Poe's Curiosity Shop. Okay, Monroe, here's the object for today.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
I'm not sure what the ball on the end's for.
Rattle and whistle.
Chief, what a surprise to see you. Again.
Why didn't you tell me Ellis was next?
I told you Dorota was first. And that didn't turn out very well, did it? Let's hope Sam does a better job than you did.
Wow.
L's contents. So that's quite quite creepy. Pose cure. Nosed. Welcome to Pose Curio. What do we have here?
Certainly interesting. Hold with two hands. And so I'd say it's heavy because it's made out of metal. And
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Situation or scene do we have depicted there? What do you think?
is perhaps two people?
Could be combat.
Maybe they're hugging?
You mentioned combat first, because most people actually think this is an erotic. The second point. Most people, apparently, He painted leaden plates from the Khazars, and as such is over 1,000 years old.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Really ended well. I mean, that's kind of quite a...
Thank you for helping with the chief.
I'm not a monster, Bronwyn. I believe in justice too.
Do you believe Tara can predict things now?
I'm not one for mystics and crystal balls. I'm a Virgo.
It says you're lying about your alibi.
Oh, I suppose it has a 50-50 chance of getting it right.
And then I realized that my family are all standing around me and they're all crying.
What a day. Alice Munro, then. Looks like our traveller likes redheads.
I wouldn't be so sure. Looks that way.
Should we be worried about Violet?
Maybe. She thinks she was abducted by aliens.
Then that possibly means she's already been a traveller target. What else did she say?
Something about being in a row of heads?
So they're killing us for sport. Sounds about right.
It's just perhaps not how it used.
Bron, what are we going to do about Ellis?
What would you do about Ellis?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Let's think. What have we tried before?
The few times we've caught up with the Traveller, nothing's worked.
Talking to them? Killing them?
That was an accident. And it worked. But we lost a real person too. We need to get them to leave, not kill them and the host.
Loved. The crying can signify, once again, those negative emotions that you're feeling. Now, I think you're finding it hard. Happened in your past. By the emotions.
Who are you? What are you doing in my house? Get out now before I call the police!
There's so many of us that go through situations like this, so similar to yours, but please don't hesitate to reach out to those that you love.
Hello, I'm Rain.
To the sadness.
Dreams. You're listening to Radio August.
What is it, Ray?
I have a plan.
You do? Enlighten me.
Maybe Ellis should stay with us. maybe Ellis should stay with Chief Dupont.
With his track record, I'm pretty sure he'd like to lock Ellis up, for safety. But it probably would break a couple of Geneva Conventions, even if it was for her own good.
Done. Maybe escape was possible, but it just floated in the middle. The vacant penthouse had a hallucinatory lit in blue glass windows. Pricks of.
Haven't you done enough predicting my death?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm just kidding. I know it's not your fault. Well, unless you're the killer.
Have you made a decision about the show?
I think it's a no. Sorry. It's just the reading that you gave me the other day. I don't want to scare off the audience.
Why would I scare off? What reading?
The reading you gave me. To show me what you could do. It was scarily accurate.
What was accurate about it?
Everything. My broken heart, the enveloping darkness, my beautiful death. You said it was just a metaphor, that it was just about transformation. But it's not. I'm going to die, aren't I?
Form like camouflage, playing with the images and thoughts all called from its victims. There it floated.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Up by a nightmare. A cold gaze grasped in the mud. Limbs slowed with.
Lexi Korn, how thin are these walls?
What do you mean the walls are thin?
I can hear you screaming at your Ouija board. Last night too. I feel like I've heard your whole life story.
What did you hear?
Does Sam like me? Is Violet a lesbian? Will Ellis die? Will Bronwyn die? That last one, don't worry about that.
Why not? Because you're immortal.
Ach, I am Bronwyn MacLeod from the Clan MacLeod, and I am immortal. You silly badger.
It needed help with its camouflage. A human mind. I agreed to help the bag lady with its disguise. Yes, I agreed to help. It will. If it had eyes and were less of a corpse. But the entity did not understand the concept of water or.
Hi, I'm Ellis. I'm Ellis.
I've done a steadily dwindling income from prostitution. A toll on her market value. In an empty penthouse lair, and the entity had devoured her. Horrifying loss of fidelity. Not decomposing flesh, but decomposing reality. And haunting memories. At the edges. The bag lady. Without the capacity to
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
traced along the sides of my face and into my mouth.
I think we should break.
Bile-stained mouth over my own and regurgitated longer than its fingers, but longer. Involuntary gag, struggling, as a worm wriggled around my tongue and throat, coated The worm didn't go down, but up. Up into my... There.
Zach, what are you doing here?
I've been a naughty boy. I need to tell my previous partners.
What the hell?
Good to know. I'm not one of them, though, so... Unless there's anything else?
Pose for me.
Zach, please stop asking. It's not gonna happen.
Just, undo a few buttons, yeah?
Are you bullying me into taking my clothes off for you? That's sleazy. Just leave, Zach, before I call Chief DuPont.
A new life with the bang-legged worm inside my brain. Small talk with the servers at the restaurant. Not this one. The worm had to be told incessantly.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
I looked into the eyes of the people I spoke with, and they looked into mine. Both. Increasingly impatient. Sensed it. Sensed something was wrong. But they didn't comprehend the true horror. Spare some change? He wore torn and smelled of urine. And the worm did not hear the usual refrain. Not this one.
Is it about to be 10?
Precisely the point. How about something to eat?
It's 9 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Investigations into the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw are continuing this evening. Miss Shaw was found dead in her home at approximately 10 p.m. last night in what police are describing as a puzzling case. Residents are urged to be cautious until the perpetrator is caught. I cannot stress this enough, August. Stay safe out there. You mean the world to me. In other news, Monroe has been detained on urgent business, so you're stuck with me until she returns. Never fear, Monroe fans. We still have lots of pre-recordings, so you can relax with her angelic tones. That's 9 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
To the empty penthouse lair. To the room.
Sam, I've got some heavy rain news. Lawrence Petrovsky, that's his real name, and no, he's not a Russian spy. But he does have a criminal record.
Oh no.
He was charged with the murder of a 21-year-old artist.
What?
Looks like he got off on a technicality by all accounts. About 3 months ago in Hong Kong. Be careful, Sam. If you're going to ask him about this, it could be a flight risk. And you know, there's a good chance he could be the killer. Door's behind you. Rain's still a suspect. No corroborated alibi. Bronwyn Castle has one, Lexi Taylor doesn't. I got my search back on Rain, or Petrovsky, as we should call him. He's got priors that you're looking into. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Her wanted to keep it, but she couldn't.
Hey, I'm going. There's too many people asking questions. It's exhausting. I'm off to stay at my aunt's. I'll come back tomorrow, but I've said everything I can say.
She'd done it before. She could do it again. Except before.
Where are you going to be the next few hours?
Probably right here. Why? I didn't realize I was under house arrest.
You should probably go somewhere where there are witnesses.
Thanks for the advice. I hope I'm not the only suspect.
By late afternoon, an idiot in her bed.
You're the detective. Monroe just called. This is madness. Who would want to hurt her? We've worked together for years. She's the light to my shade, the angel to my demon, the diamond to my lump of coal. She told me to say all those things.
Are you romantically involved with her?
Heavens, no. I have a wife and 3 children, beloved spawn of my loins. Monroe and I are good friends, that's all.
Tell me about August.
You know, this town is fascinating. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Have you ever read up on the real history of August?
No, tell me more.
The official story is that Mary August retired from a life on the high seas, found a nice spot here, and used her ill-gotten gains to establish a town. But that's not what really happened.
What really happened?
It's true that Mary August was a pirate, but she didn't retire. Her ship was sunk on the rocks just off the coast. Mary and all of her crew sought refuge in a small fishing town, this one.
Go on.
They slaughtered everyone, men, women, and children, all dead and dismembered in their own homes. The bodies were dumped in a mass grave. Well, the body parts. And the pirates moved in.
So everyone in August is descended from pirates.
Yes, August was built on the blood of innocents. Kind of puts Dorota's murder into perspective, doesn't it?
Do you know Dorota Shaw?
We interviewed her about her scholarship not too long ago. Do you think whoever killed Dorota plans to kill Monroe? What makes you think she's in danger?
A tarot reading predicted it.
Tarot? Does this have anything to do with the gentleman who stopped by?
What gentleman?
I didn't get his name, I'm afraid. He offered to do a spot on our show, doing tarot readings to answer listener questions. We said we'd think about it.
Anyone hate Monroe?
Only a madman. Or woman. Monroe is August's sweetheart. Poe and Monroe. That was her idea.
Poe and Monroe.
Our show. We were just another local radio station before that. It was Monroe who decided we should have a theme. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe. Don't tell me you haven't heard it, detective. That's what the Free Radio Project is all about.
What's the Free Radio Project? Sounds like it might be illegal.
Uniting August via the airwaves. Monroe's been delivering free radios anywhere people might want to listen. Doctor surgeries, hairdressers, the guest house.
How can she afford free radios?
I believe she charmed the local electrical store into donating them, in exchange for free advertising, of course. On that note, I should probably get back to the booth. The show must go on. Death threats be damned. Look after Monroe, detective. She's the only Monroe I've got.
It's now 10 o'clock. Here's your August update. Investigations deepen into last night's murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw, a talented cellist who had recently been granted a place at Juilliard, was found strangled at her home last night. With the murderer still at large, Chief DuPont has urged residents to remain calm and stresses there is almost no chance of anyone else being harmed. Alice, if you're listening, let me know you're okay. In other news, a handful of August residents have reported seeing strange lights in the sky earlier this evening. The lights, which witnesses describe as searingly bright, were spotted over the east edge of town, past the fire station. Have you seen any strange lights? Or for that matter, little green men? Let me know. That's 10 o'clock with Poe. It's approximately 4,500 years old and comes from an ancient burial ground.
Oh, it's you. I was hoping it might be Zach.
Do you know John Pope? No. Yeah,
No?
from Poe and Monroe on the radio.
Oh, him, yes. I've heard him on the radio. Never met in real life, though.
Really? He didn't deliver a free radio, too?
Are you mocking me, Sam? No, I have never met the man.
Have you seen Zach lately?
No. And I've got some very important news for him if he ever shows up.
Important news.
Yes. If he ever shows up.
Ellis says she gave you a free radio?
Yes, now I remember. It's the one in the hall. Sometimes cuts through the unbearable silence in this place.
Remember anything else?
Not really. I expected her to be blonde for some reason.
Don't be suspicious.
Bedraggled hair with seaweed, then tentacles.
Sorry, Sam, what can I do for you?
Are you alright?
Yeah, I always cry around this time of night. What's the point, Sam, huh? If we can't save them. Mercury is a curse. It's like some tourist guide for murders. I try for Lexi and Rain to make them think that we can make a difference, make a change, but we haven't so far. What if we can't make a change?
I'm here. Things have already changed.
Maybe. If we could just save one person, Sam. Alice. We need to save her. We need to.
Do you know a Lawrence Petrovsky?
It rings a bell, but no. Sorry, Sam.
Any luck with Mercury?
Not really. But it wants to know why you're hesitating.
I'm not hesitating.
Mercury thinks you are. I can see its point. Ellis is in danger and you're still here asking questions.
I have to ask questions.
You have to stop asking questions and start taking actions. Sam, this is your time. Be ready.
All right.
I thought to the bag lady that it will do no.
How do you catch a traveler?
Honestly, you don't. Once they're caught, a few hours later, they've hopped timelines into someone else. We just keep chasing them. Continuously trying to stop them ruining lives.
Can you kill them?
Yes, but it kills the vessel too. So, you could have a traveler inside you right now, and if I killed you, you'd both be dead.
Ever killed a traveler?
I'm not sure.
Tell me about Lawrence Petrovsky.
So that's what this is about. Chief Dupont has finally dug up my old record. I am Lawrence Petrovsky.
My old record. Wasn't this from a month ago? And the murdered girl?
Victoria Cheng. A very good painter. I didn't kill her, though. I was trying to save her.
Tell me about it.
Hong Kong. It was our third encounter with a traveller. We'd managed to trap her on the roof of an apartment complex. Roughly translated, the building was called Flight, which was ironic. When the traveller realised we had it cornered, it tried to jump off. I managed to grab Victoria's ankle, but I couldn't hold on. Hong Kong being Hong Kong, there was about 37 tourists that filmed the whole thing. So to some people, it looked like I was dangling her over the edge of a building to meet her doom. I wasn't. I was trying to save her.
Along with the worm. To observe.
What happened with Zach?
It was weird. Zach thought he'd already met me. Why would that be, Sam?
Sounds like he was confused.
That's what I thought, although I'm sure he said my name. Anyway, I did find out one thing.
What's that?
He has a massive collection of books about serial killers. What's that about?
Tell me about Victoria Cheng.
Oh my god, who told you about Victoria? She died. Jumped off a building. We tried to save her. Well, Rain tried to save her. Sam, we need to save Ellis. Victoria's already gone.
Do you know a Lawrence Petrovsky?
A who? What? Petrov's what?
Lawrence Petrovsky.
No. Should I?
What can you tell me about Poe?
He's off the radio. I don't really know him. Actually, I'm glad you're here. I really, really want to do a reading for you right now. You know, to help.
Okay.
Great. Let me just draw 3 cards for you.
Aren't you supposed to shuffle?
I shuffled before you got here. Okay. Oh, the 2 of Cups. That's mysterious. Is there anyone you feel a spark of attraction to? Maybe someone you've met recently? The Lovers. I did not expect that. It seems this attraction has the potential to be life-changing, if you want it to be. And finally, the Knight of Cups. This card is about pursuing your heart's desire. I think it's time to tell that someone special how you really feel. Wow, what an interesting reading. Does it mean anything to you?
It means I should ask you out on a date if we survive this?
You catch on quickly, don't you, Sam?
To the room bathed in blue light, with the glass walls like a fish tank, where the city sleeps.
Rain says you tried to save the girl.
I suppose it did look a bit like that on the video. He managed to grab her ankle as she went over, but he just didn't have the strength to hold her. Still, he kept pretty quiet about that, didn't he?
So he did try to save her.
How did they even get in that position, Sam? That's the question you should be asking. Sure, he tried to save her, but did he?
I hear you have a lot of books about serial killers.
I find the whole subject fascinating. What makes them tick? Nature or nurture? The FBI's behavioral science unit profiled your average serial killer as a white male in his late 20s. Not very progressive, is it?
A man wearing robes? And he looks like...
You delivered a radio to the guest house?
I delivered radios all over town. I don't think I should have bothered with some of them, though. I don't think... Violet, is it? I don't think Violet liked me very much.
Maybe she was jealous.
Maybe. I don't know why anyone would be threatened by me, though. I'm not interested in stealing anyone's man.
It's called the Screaming. Busan. Accident. It's now 10 o'clock. Here's your August update. Investigations deepen into last night's murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw, a talented cellist who had recently been granted a place at Juilliard, was found strangled at her home last night. With the murderer still at large, Chief DuPont has urged residents to remain calm and stresses there is almost no chance of anyone else being harmed. Alice, if you're listening, let me know you're okay. In other news, a handful of August residents have reported seeing strange lights in the sky earlier this evening. The lights, which witnesses describe as searingly bright, were spotted over the east edge of town, past the fire station. Have you seen any strange lights? Or for that matter, little green men? Let me know. That's 10 o'clock with Poe.
Yeah, but that wasn't stealing someone's man.
August's gone crazy tonight. I've just got off the phone with someone who thinks they saw a UFO on one of the nights that Violet went missing. Aliens would be normal right now. Anyway, now you're here, it's time. What do you suggest we do with Alice Monroe?
I'll protect her at her house.
Monroe's a local treasure around here, Sam. Don't let anything happen to her.
Oh, you got it. Hey, Ellis, I'm gonna stay with you, and we're gonna sit just like this.
Sam, I'm not sure. Do you think you can stop someone from trying to kill me?
I'll do my best.
That's all I needed to hear. Thanks for staying with me, Sam. I know it's dangerous. I don't know why you're here, but I'm glad you are. It's almost 10 o'clock, Sam. When's it gonna be over? You said Bronwyn will call when it's safe. Should we call them now? Or are we just supposed to wait?
You're gonna be okay.
I know you're just being good, but that's kind of easy for you to say right now. I think I'm probably gonna have a heart attack before anyone gets a chance to kill me.
Just wait.
That's the door. That's the door, Sam. What are we gonna do?
You're safe. Just stand behind me. I saved Alice.
Alice, thank God. I've been outside all the time, okay? Bronwyn Castle just called. She said the danger is over. They've done a new reading. There's another victim now. Look, Danny's outside. He's going to take you somewhere safe, okay? Sam, I think you should find out who the next victim's going to be. Then come and see me in my office.
It's 11 o'clock. I'm Poe, and this is your August update. Police investigating the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw say they are getting closer to apprehending the killer. The death of Miss Shaw, who was found strangled at her home late last night, has sparked a massive police operation and caused alarm amongst August residents. Monroe has some personal business to attend to, but she sends you all her love and hopes to be back on the air tomorrow. And Monroe, if you can hear me, I'm sending my love out to you too. That's 11 o'clock with Poe.
Sam, I have some bad news. We've done a group reading, and it's you.
I'm the killer?
We can't predict that.
What?
The next victim, it's you. I'm sorry.
What? Why me?
I think you've interfered too much. That's why you're the next target. I've called Chief DuPont already. He's asked that you meet with him. You should go, Sam. Be careful.
Sam, it's almost midnight. You're still alive. This is a good thing, but no one's even attempted to kill you yet. You've given me a lot of evidence, enough to arrest someone. But who? Make the right decision, and you should be safe. If we don't, well, we've all got to sleep at some point. I can get someone to guard your room at the guest house, but it might not be enough. So, Sam, who should I arrest?
Who do you think, Chief? Sure, I'll take the hint.
During that whole thing with Ellis, the only people I couldn't keep track of were Rain, Zach, and Violet. I don't want to believe it's Violet, but that's why you're here. You're impartial. Out of those three names, who was with Dorota at the time of her murder, or who has an alibi that doesn't check out? This is on you, Sam. Just give me a name.
What?
This is serious, Sam. I'm going to lose my patience in a minute.
What? Whatever, Violet.
Violet, are you sure? Fine. Okay, I trust you, Sam. I just hope you know what you're doing. I'll get the paperwork drawn up, we'll get Violet in. See if we can't get a confession to something.
I'm sorry, that was in bad taste. Bronwyn asked me to check that you're okay, and you seem to be. Well done catching a killer, by the way. Well, hopefully you did. Scream if you need me.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and this is Poe with your August update. We don't normally have them at this time, but since there's a killer on the loose, I feel it's my duty to keep the radio station manned. I personally spoke with Chief DuPont earlier, and he thinks they're close to catching the killer. Until that happens, though, please lock your doors and stay inside. Remain vigilant. The light has faded, and so has my fortitude. I see things in shadows, behind doors and under desks. I hear the chattering of teeth and the glee of insects waiting to feed on me. The studio undulates like a heart that beats its last beats. I can't go on. I must to bed. Forgive me, Lady August. Forgive me.
Wow.
Sam, it's you. all tied up in my photography studio. Sounds like we're going to have a great session. I must say, you're a bit of an idiot for not getting Chief DuPont to arrest me, but fortunately, choices matter. Now I have you in my studio. And no, before you ask, Violet doesn't know. She's far too sweet for all this killing.
Why did you want to kill those women?
Oh, Sammy, you want the whole foot-long explanation. There's no time for that. Those women are sluts. Dorota with her naked legs wrapped around the cello. We all know what that's shorthand for. Preening and makeup, practically begging me to have sex with them. And then when the offer comes, their legs close together like oysters. They're all whores, Sam. We're just haggling over the price.
You wanted to kill them because they shunned you.
Not just that. That's the reason the police would go after. No. Those pictures I took of them. I saw things in them you shouldn't see. Flashes of death and gluttony. Hideously grotesque things. Those photos told me to kill them. I mean, I wouldn't kill any old whores. I'm not Jack the Ripper. I'm going to kill you, though.
Violet.
Oh my goodness. It's not my photos. They were capturing things truthfully, but only I could see them. Violet? You were Sam all along. No, wait.
I'm Violet.
You're not Violet. You're an alien, aren't you? No, no, no!
So, you let him get away. I'm disappointed, Sam. First you choose to lock up the wrong suspect, then you let the real killer disappear. God damn it. It's fine, it's fine. I'm glad you're okay and no one else is dead. Let's chalk this one up to experience, shall we? I'll catch you in the morning, get some sleep.
Hello, sleepyhead. I'm so glad to see you alive.
Did I win?
Enjoy the journey, Sam. Don't think of things as ending. Something new is beginning. Zach's still missing, but Chief DuPont will find him. At least that's what I'll tell myself to sleep at night.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. What could you have done differently? Bye, Sam. I'll catch you on the flip side.
Sam, I'm so glad you're here. When I heard, I got so scared. Sam, I'm just going to say it because you only live once and all that. Sam, I think I've fallen for you. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. It's out there now. We can get on with our lives.
It's a nice thing to say.
I see. Nice thing. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Heart wants what it wants. Perhaps you should go for a while so I can have a little cry. I'll be okay though.
Sam, you're safe.
A few hours at that.
Thank Christ.
Don't touch me.
Sorry. I don't know where that came from.
Yes. Everyone's emotional today.
Yeah, I know. There's been a lot of death going around.
So this is it.
Look, however this pans out, I just wanted to say thank you. Chief DuPont was going to screw everything, but you kept it all together. The riot was stopped. But there's tens, if not hundreds, going on all the time, so we got to keep going. I don't know if Bron asked in the end, but I hope you're coming with us. I really do.
I didn't think you'd leave without saying goodbye.
Don't touch me.
People do horrible things to people every day. I'm just glad that someone like you are around to save us. I mean, everyone needs a little saving from time to time. Even me.
Happy to save you anytime.
Sam, you already did. That's why I'm here talking to you. And I won't forget it. Heroes don't always get on the news, but they always burn bright in the hearts of the people they save. You have an impact, Sam. Everyone does. They just forget. Keep saving people for me, you hear? Bye, Sam.
Don't touch me.
Sam, you win some, you lose some. You're still alive, so we'll call this a no-score draw. Zach won't get away. We're looking everywhere for him. We'll find him, and justice will be done. Sam, I don't know what you do or how you do it, but you get answers that most people can't. Can't have you work at the station for obvious reasons, but I do want to work with you. Sam, these are for you. It's a little office just next door to the laundrette in August. August, you're home now. We want you here.
Thanks, Chief.
And I've stuck to my word. That problem you had, I buried it. The coroner's report is going to say the woman was dead when you arrived, not after. I don't personally believe in exorcism or anything like that, but over the last 24 hours...
Wait, what?
I'm starting to think things aren't as cut and dried as I'd like them to be. You're a good person, Sam. At least that's definitely how it looks from the outside.
I am Dorota. I am 21 years old. I love playing cello, and I just been awarded a scholarship to Juilliard. I just love cello. I love all string instruments, but cello is rich and deep and soothing, at least to me. No, cello is my hobby, but my real passion is... It's silly, it sounds silly. Well, I would like to build a time machine. I know. But it is possible. I think people make mistakes. They do things they regret and they say things they don't mean. I want to go back in time. I want to make better choices.
You know why you're here, don't you?
No, what the fuck? Like, we went from still asking people, like, really juvenile questions to all of a sudden, oh, now's the time, you have to, right this second, put a motherfucker in jail. Like, it was like 1 a.m. The day after the murder happened. This is obviously not in America. Oh my goodness.
Because you did well. And you know what happens when you do well?
I did well? No.
Augmentation. Congratulations, Agent 3.13. Welcome to 3.14.
What?
Debriefing 3204, Birmingham.
What?
Transmit. And we're ready. Are you human?
Nah.
Do you have feelings?
Nah.
Then we'll need to work on that. Do plants have feelings?
Nah.
Splendid. I've burned down a rainforest. Does that make you happy?
Nah.
Splendid. I've killed a serial killer. Does that make you happy?
Nah.
Interesting. Could be old school Prime Directive. Could be evolving. Ship it.
There's different playthroughs? What the hell? I can resume? Where do I resume from? Where do I resume from? Nice. Where do I resume from? Nice. Where do I resume from? Did I break it? Well, alright. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mindless, and that experience was the Shapeshifting Detective. That was pretty fun. Yeah, I enjoyed myself. That was very abrupt, though. Like, bam! You gotta make that decision right now. Give him the pow. Yeah, that was something. Yeah, I've been Mindless. This is a Shapeshifting Detective. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you're followed, subscribe, maybe leave a comment, like, all the good things that can help the channel grow. That'd be greatly appreciated. And as always, we'll see you in the next one. GG.